I'm Jay Wilkinson, and this is Good, Bad, and Ugly TV, where we share street smart marketing stories. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at a few examples submitted by the user community that have risen to the top of the good and bad categories, including our 3 makeover candidates for next month. On the good side, we have a sign posted by the District of North Vancouver, submitted by Marketing Mama. It reads, "Attention dog guardians. Pick up after your dogs. Thank you." Then that's followed with, "Attention dogs. Grrrr, bark, woof, good dog." Okay, you're probably thinking, wait a minute, the sign doesn't count as an ad. Well, technically speaking, you're probably right, but doesn't a sign have to get your attention, communicate something important, and make a call to action? In this case, due to its humorous approach, the sign does a very effective job of all 3. And if nothing else, as Marketing Mama points out, doesn't this sign advertise how cool Vancouver is? Indeed. Congrats to the City of Vancouver on turning something utilitarian into a marketing opportunity that's both clever and effective in doing its job. Next up are 3 pieces vying for this month's Makeover Prize. The first is a website for the Hobo Museum in Britt, Iowa, submitted by Nikki Poo. Most of you probably had no idea that a hobo museum even existed. In fact, you probably didn't know that hobos still exist. Well, at least not by that name. But they do, and apparently they're organized. So just so we're clear, the site defines that a hobo has to be a migratory itinerant worker. In other words, they wander and work, unlike a tramp who wanders and dreams, or a bum who neither wanders or works. All right, just wanted to make sure we're all clear on that. As for Hobo Museum site, you could say it works, but just not very well. It has many of the usual trappings, from a website counter to uninspiring text to boring background colors to clumsy navigation, but it also has a lot of charm and a lot of content, including text, photos, and even videos. All it needs is a little spit and polish, but not too much polish. This is a tribute to hobos after all. Our next candidate is a website for actor Zan Spencer, submitted by Dr. Loomis. Unlike the Hobo Museum, Zan doesn't have an excuse. You see, he's not a hobo, he's an actor, or at least he's an aspiring actor, and he put together a website in hopes of getting you to watch his reel and cast him in your next movie or television show. At the very least, he wants you to connect with him via Facebook and Twitter. A miniature version of Zan literally walks you through the site, introducing himself and the content as he goes along. The problem, as Dr. Loomis points out, is that the whole thing is corny and tacky as shit, and that's a quote. It's clear that a lot of effort went into this site, but it still comes off as amateurish, despite the fact that Zan seems like a really nice guy. But Hollywood isn't made for nice guys. It chews them up and spits them out, especially when they're 300 pixels tall and annoying as hell. And lastly today, we have a brochure for Broder Brothers, submitted by Dustin. Broder Brothers supplies imprintable apparel and accessories to screen printers, embroiderers, and promotional products distributors. It's not a really creative industry, but neither is their tagline, "We've got you covered." That's almost right up there with "for all your imprinting needs." But their brochure attempts to take it a step further by showing things that their apparel literally could cover, such as a shirtless man with tattoos all over his body, or a guy whose bald head and comb over could use a hat. Interesting approach, but you've got to wonder if it would have been better for the consumer audience at the end of the line versus their B2B audience. Seems to make more sense, right? Well, there you have it. 3 makeover candidates that could use a little TLC. When you have a free minute, I encourage you to log in to Good, Bad, and Ugly TV, where you can comment and vote on these examples yourself. Special thanks, as always, go out to audible.com and to our makeover sponsor, Firespring. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in here at Good, Bad, and Ugly TV, where we share examples of good and bad marketing from around the country, and on the first Friday, reveal the ugliest marketing we could find and share with you the results of the previous month's makeover. For Good, Bad, and Ugly TV, I'm Jay Wilkinson. Until next time, may all your marketing be good.